everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It's Gracie here. For today's episode, we will continue with our series about Gracie travels, and this time we're gonna go to United States of America. Yes, you heard it right. So please stay tuned as I showed you the pictures and the places that I visited before. I'm actually doing this vlog about how to apply for a tourist visa to United States, and I'm thinking of maybe I can show some places also that you can consider to visit someday. So it depends on your I think interest, and it depends also upon your budget, and yeah, how long are you going to stay in the US, because basically if you are entering to US as a tourist you are usually given like 3 months to 6 months stay, and then after that you have to go out. That's the reason why everybody really wanted to become, or maybe to get a tourist visa and stay in the US, because this is the country that will allow you to stay longer, and you can maximize those days that you are there to visit different places, because United States is quite a big country. So I'm gonna share to you my experiences when I visited United States for 2 times. I mean, my first visit was 2017, I think, and that was Christmas. So I went to Texas. The reason why I use Texas as my point of entry, because I have a host family. So if you are visiting countries, I mean states in the United States, you have to consider your point of entry, because this is where the officers will ask you about your reasons. Why are you going to be in that place? What are you going to do? So they will, sometimes they will give an interview. If they are not satisfied with your answer, maybe they will not give you enough days to stay in the US, or maybe they will not just let you go in. So you have to be very careful. So as I mentioned earlier, the reason why I choose Houston, Texas, particularly because I have a host family. I just want to say hi to Esquivel family. Hello everyone. I have a good friend and I call her Ati, and she's the one who really encouraged me to apply for a US tourist visa. Honestly, it's not easy to get a visa to the USA, because they will really check whether you have enough balance, if you have any connections in the United States, if what are you going to do there. So for me, it was really a blessing, because mine was very, very smooth. I got it like less than 15 hours. No hours. I got it like less than 15 minutes, and the interview was very, very, very smooth. So I won't talk about the interview and the requirements and process this time. I'm gonna have another vlog for that, so watch out for that. So this time I'm gonna share to you the places that I visited, so that when you want to go to USA, maybe you can consider this. So if you have a family, or if you are traveling with a family, it's good if you will explore different states in the United States. So for my case, since I have a host family in Houston, I went there first. So I stayed there with this family, and they were very, very kind and very, very good to me. They were the one who arranged my transportation. They brought me to different places. I actually felt so much pampered with this family when I was there. They will really bring me out, for dine-in, and they will really make me feel that I'm really at home. So basically, we just stayed around Texas for a couple of days. So we visited San Antonio. We also visited Austin, Texas. And the reason also why I want to go to Texas, because when I was younger, I was really fascinated with astronauts, outer space, and even until now. So when they told me that NASA is actually there, I was so excited, because I wanted to see, I wanted to know, I wanted to be there, I wanted to have that feel of being in the real NASA. We also went to premium outlets for shopping. It was crazy. If you are like me and you just want to buy a lot but in a good deal or a good price, you must go to premium outlets. I really like going there because I can see some high-end brands, but it's quite affordable in the sense that the prices were quite lower compared to the products inside the mall. Also, I had my first taste of Cheesecake Factory in Houston. I also met some of my friends there, and we explored different Mexican restaurants.
We're at Mexican restaurant eating fajitas.
If you want to go to Houston, you just have to have someone to drive you around, because you cannot go into spots easily. I don't recommend public transport, because it's not quite, they said it's not quite safe, and also it's better if you are driving your own car. So in my case, they were the one who really drive me around, pick me up in the airport, sent me back to the airport. They really take good care of me, and that's made my stay in Houston quite easy. So after that, I think after 5 days, I flew to San Francisco. So from Houston to Florida to San Francisco. San Francisco is quite easier compared to Houston because the tourist spots are quite near. The reason also that I wanted to visit San Francisco was because I really wanted to see in person the Lombard Street. If you have not heard about it yet, it's the curved zigzag road from up going down. And I remember when I was younger, I was like looking at the picture of someone standing in front of that road, and I told myself one day I'm gonna be there. So I was like able to see this place, and also we visited Yosemite Mountain. It's very beautiful, and also we went to Napa Valley where you can just try different wines. It's a very good place also to go. Another thing that you can do in San Francisco is to visit the Fisherman's Wharf. Yeah, that's how they call it, and you can eat maybe food there, especially the In-N-Out burger, and then the other one, chowder, something bread chowder soup, I think that's how they call it. You can try that one also. I highly recommend that one. And what else did I do in San Francisco? Yeah, shopping, but I think it's better to shop in Houston than in San Francisco because it's quite expensive there. Yeah, then I also went to my cousin's place in Stockton, California, and I was being able to be reunited with them during Christmas, and it was fun. Like, it's been a while since I saw them in person, and I was there during Christmas and spent time with them. Yeah. So basically, after I visited San Francisco, California, I flew back to Houston and then spent another 2 to 3 days there before I flew back home. So that's basically my first visit in the United States. It's not easy to be there having very limited time. I tell you, United States is very, very big, and it's not enough. Even though I have 2 weeks holiday at that time, it's not enough. So I tell you, you really have to plan well. You really have to think, where do you want to go? Because once you're there, you have so many places to. My second visit to the United States was in New York and Washington DC. So this time, since I'm traveling on my own and I don't have any host, I chose a place where it's easy to navigate and to go around. So if you are doing or traveling on your own, you can go to New York and then Washington DC, because these places are quite near to each other. And also, they have a very good transportation, so you can use the public transportation, the train, the buses, and their taxis. So it's easy, actually. You can just be on your own. So if you want to go to New York, you can visit the Empire State, the Statue of Liberty, the Ellis Island, Rockefeller Center, 9/11 Memorial, St. Patrick Cathedral, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Central Park, the Grand Station, Times Square, and then watch Broadway. So these were the things that I did when I was in New York, and it's lovely. I mean, I want to go back there again and do these things. And also when I went to Washington DC, these were the places that I visited. So I went to the White House, I went to the Capitol building, I went Washington Monument, I went to this Lincoln Memorial. I can remember when I was in high school, my teacher was teaching me about this. These were the places that you can actually visit when you are in New York and Washington. So I went to Jollibee in New York, so you have to visit Jollibee in New York. It's quite far from the city. I think you have to take the train, but you know, just for the feeling of being at home with Jollibee, you have to visit it in New York. Another thing that I did, shopping. I didn't really shop a lot in New York because maybe I have, you know, a very limited hand carry, and also I don't want to carry around heavy items, so I just bought whatever is like light and small when I was in New York. Same is true when I was in Washington. I cannot really see shopping center. And what else? So I think that's all I can share about my travel to United States. And if you have any questions about places to go, because honestly I still have a lot of places that I wanted to visit in the United States, or maybe you have any questions about the bookings, how did I get the ticket, or maybe you want me to share my itinerary, please do write a comment in the comment box below, and I will be happy to assist you. Until next time, and goodbye.